Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up, my betting family? We back with another video here at No Limit Bets for the NBA slate of February 27, 2023. Before we get started though, as always, I would like to say good morning to y'all, good afternoon, whatever time it may be that you're watching this video. Hope y'all having a good one, and hopefully we can make it a better day by winning some money. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, if you enjoy the content, or if we were able to win you guys some money by some of the picks we posted on here, please like, comment, and subscribe, man. It's truly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 500 subscribers. We're more than halfway there, so I definitely appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown thus far. But we don't want this train to stop. We wanted to keep it rolling to 500 to 1,000 and so on and so forth. So hit that subscribe button, man. It's like I said, it's truly appreciated. But without further ado, let's hop into today's video, today's picks. Now, we got a small slate tonight. We only got 4 games going on. But either way, I'm going to be bringing y'all my top 6 picks for tonight's game. Now, just to do a quick recap, I did submit a total of 5 slips yesterday. This one, we were able to go 4-1, as Rudy Gobert did not play, and Drew Holiday only ended up with 5 assists, but the others were able to hit on this slip. We have another slip here where we were able to go 3 for 2. Monte Morris ended up not playing on this one. Sabonis and Kyrie weren't able to get it done. Gonna get on Kyrie here in a little second with the recap. Now, this one was the slip that was posted. We were able to go 4-2 with that one. Again, we're gonna come back to that one here in a second. Unfortunately, with this one, we weren't able to do too good, just 2 and 4. And then for the last one, we were able to go 4 and 2. Clay was definitely had it rolling. I took his under on a 3 points, and then Norman Powell wasn't able to get it done for us. But all in all, out of 5 slips, we were able to at least, win some of our money back with 4 out of those 5. So it was a good day overall. But just to go back to the posted picks here, DeMar DeRozan was able to get it done. He hit the points and assist prop with just points alone, as he ended up with 29 points. Devin Booker was able to hit his over on rebounds and assists. Capella was able to hit his over on rebounds, and AD was able to hit his over as well. Now, with Kyrie, the volume of shots were there, man. He had a few open looks that weren't able to drop throughout the game. So he played his usual, just wasn't able to get it done. Just needed a couple more buckets to drop, which obviously they didn't. So he only ends up with 26 out of the 32 points and assists that we needed. And then Cam Reddish, with this one, it was just the Dame Lillard show last night, man. He as well as the other players on their team, as well as all the fans watching the game, we're just, pretty much just watching Dame play as he ends up dropping 71 points on the Houston Rockets. Now, he went off, so there's not much to say about that. It was just, like I said, the Dame show, and everybody just was pretty much just conditioning out there watching Dame play. So 4-2 day, not a bad day at all, especially with these past couple of days with the videos that have been posted not doing that well. So we'll definitely take a 4-2 day. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into today's picks, my top 6 picks that I'm going to be bringing y'all for tonight's game. For our first pick, we're going to go to a PRA prop, and we're going to be going down to the Knicks and Celtics game. I'm going to be taking RJ Barrett over 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now, overall, in his 11 career games against the the Celtics. He's hit this over 9 out of 11 career matchups and PRAs, including the 2 earlier matchups this season. Now, the 2 that he did miss, that he came close to him. One was on the hook with 23, and the other one was with 22. The 2 earlier matchups this season that he did go over, he ended up with 35 PRAs in one game, and in the latest game, he hit 24 PRAs. Now, overall in his career, he's averaging 28.8 PRAs against the Celtics in those 11 career matchups. Over his last 5 games, as you can see, he's been up and down, averaging 22.6 PRAs over his last 5 games. But like I said, I like this spot for him, as he's had it rolling pretty much. He's had a good history against the Celtics with his PRA line. So we're going to go ahead and rock with him for our first pick. For our second pick, we're going to stick to the same game, same category, PRA, but we're going to be going to Marcus Smart over 21.5 PRAs. Now, over his last 5, he is averaging 19. Now, he did deal with an injury that kept him out almost a month. I know the All-Star break was in there as well that extended it. But in his last 3 games, he's hit the over 2 out of those last 3. The lone one missing was against Philly. Now, I did take him the same line, the PRA line that was at 19.5 that game against Philly 2 nights ago. He wasn't able to hit, as you guys can see, only ended up with 15, but I feel good about this spot. We're gonna run him back, and I'm gonna let you guys know why. So first of all, they played 2 times this year, the Knicks and the Celtics, but he only played in the earlier matchup, and he ended up with 26 PRAs with 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 11 assists. Now, the main reason why I like this spot for him is there's going to be no Jaylen Brown for this one. I believe he's out for personal reasons. And then also Derek White might play, might not play. I think he's listed as probable. So definitely with Jaylen Brown, just counting on Jaylen Brown being out because he's guaranteed going to be out. Now, obviously without Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart numbers have gone up, as he's averaging 28.3 PRAs in the 6th game that Jaylen Brown has missed this season, with 14.7 points, 9.8 assists, and 3.8 rebounds. So his play definitely, he steps up his play when Jaylen Brown is out, which he's going to be. And then on top of that, if Derek White does miss this game, I think he's going to get a lot of, minutes, a lot of opportunities, a lot of shots. As long as, it's not a blowout, which I don't predict it. Knicks and Celtics, I think, is going to be a very competitive game. Or the other reason is if, God forbid, there's no injuries. And then also we want him to stay out of foul trouble, obviously. So we're going to be rocking with Marcus Smart for our second pick. For our third pick, we're going to be going to a points prop. I'm not sure if this is going to be an unpopular pick, but we're going to be taking the under on James Harden's 21.5 points. Now, I know over his last 5, he's had it rolling, averaging 25.6, hitting the over in 3 out of his last 5, with the last one against Boston and they're right on the hook. Now, he's going up against the Heat. The Philly are going up against the Heat. As we all know, the Heat are one of the top defensive teams in the league. And when it comes to opposing point guards, the Heat are allowing the 3rd least amount of points per game to the point guard position in the season, and also in his last 7 games. So the Heat have a good defensive plan going up against opposing point guards. And also Harden hasn't hit this over on points against the Heat in a regular season game since he was with the Rockets, which was a while back. So I think the Heat can pretty much keep James under control, keep him in check, and I don't see him getting 22. He may come close. I don't doubt that at all. But hopefully the Heat defense stands up and doesn't allow the 22 points. So we're going to be taking the under for our third pick on James Harden, 21.5 points. For our fourth pick, we're going to stick to the points category. We're going to be going down to the Magic at Pelicans game, and we're going to be taking Brandon Ingram over. Well, they just bumped him up. It was at 24.5. We're going to be taking him over 25.5 either way. Now, he's definitely has had it rolling here recently as he's hit the over in 2 out of the last 5. But 2 of those games came right on the hook with 25. He is averaging 27.8 over his last 5 either way, which is above this points now. Against the Magic, his last 2 games against the Magics, he scored 29 points and 31 points. And then also the Magic are allowing the second most points per game to opposing small forward. So definitely a good spot for him to go over. Definitely would have liked it to get him at the 24.5 mark before they bumped him. But either way, we're going to go ahead and rock with Brandon Ingram for our fourth pick. For our fifth pick, we're going to be sticking again to our last 4 picks pretty much. They're all going to be on points. So for our last 2 picks, they're also going to be on points. We're going to be going to the earlier game. Let's stick to this game because our 6th pick is back to this game. So we're going to be going taking the under on Paolo Banchero's 19.5 points. Now, he's been struggling here recently, as you guys can see, averaging 14.8 over his last 5. I know that doesn't include the Rising Stars Challenge game, which I don't know why they're including it on it, but it is what it is. Either way, over his last, if we're just taking it out, over his last 4 games, he's only hit the over once against Chicago and against the Pelicans, which they're going to be facing tonight. They've only matched up once this season, and he didn't go over. He wasn't even close really. He was more than halfway there, but he only ended up with 11 points in that game. Now he should be matched up against Herb Jones, which is the Pelicans' top defender. So it's not looking good for him on that part. And then also the Pelicans are allowing the 4th least points per game to opposing power forwards. So all in all, it doesn't look like it's going to be a good matchup for Banchero tonight. So we're going to be taking this under for our 5th pick. And for our last pick, we're going to be going to the earlier game, the Hornets versus the Pistons. And we'll be taking Terry Rozier over 21.5 points. Now, Rozier hasn't really had it going here recently. As you guys can see, only hitting over 2 out of his last 5 games, averaging 18.2 in those 5 games. But against the Pistons, it's a different story. He's gone over this line in 4 straight matchups against the Pistons, including the 2 earlier matchups this season. In those 4 games, he's had 25 points, 33 points, 25 points, and 23. The last 2 of 25 points and 23 were the 2 earlier matchups this season. And then on top of that, the Pistons are allowing the 4th most points per game to opposing shooting guards. So I like this spot for him. He's scoring wise, he's had it going here recently against the Pistons. As we know, the Pistons are not a great defensive team. This overall shouldn't be a defensive game. I think there's going to be quite a few points score. It's going to be fast paced, as these are 2 of the younger teams in the league. So give me Rozier over 21.5 points for our last pick. So just to recap, we're going to be taking the over on RJ Barrett, Marcus Smart, and Brandon Ingram, along with Terry Rozier. And then the 2 unders that we had were James Harden and Paolo Banchero. As always, if you guys agree with any of these plays, do your own research. Just don't take my word for it. And Here at No Limit Bets, we like to go with the low risk, high reward. So we're going to be placing a $6 bet for the possibility of winning 150. So we're going to go ahead and place that entry. And that's going to be it for today's videos, today's picks. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the games tonight, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Let's get this money.